Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's Friday. Do you know where your dudes are? They're in the game room, and tonight we've got a fantastic show scheduled for you. Well, fantastic might be pushing it. Average at best. Yeah, I think that's pretty much where we're going to be. Anyways, we've got a fun show. We're going to talk about the Arcade1Up Comic-Con potential leaks. We're going to talk about Iconic Arcade. They're revealing a new cab on the 20th of July, 720. How is it not going to be 720? And then last but not least, we got a bit of AtGames to talk about. It is, in fact, my wedding anniversary today, and I am celebrating by spending it here with you. Obviously, I have no freaking life. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Super Game Room Dudes.
Tonight's episode of Super Game Room Dudes is sponsored by Sam Adams Summer Ale. For the taste of summer, you know where to go. Sam Adams Summer Ale. Thanks so much for tuning in to the Super Game Room Dudes, guys. We greatly appreciate you as well as our sponsor tonight, Sam Adams. What's up, Mike? Good to see you, buddy.
It's just sad, you know. People only do things for money nowadays.
They only do things for money. And speaking of that, Mike, you're an idiot. You were so going to get roasted for people. You're going to be like, he'd rather be on the internet on his anniversary than spending time with his wife. I can see the videos now, Mike. I can see the videos now.
I don't think you know me very well. Do you think I care?
You don't. That's why Michael B. the Game Genie is the most wanted man in home arcade. That's right, guys. Everyone's out there looking for him. He's right there. Guys, do us a favor in the chat. We do want to have a lot of fun tonight, but we got to get serious here for a quick minute. We got a couple community issues going on. For starters, you guys remember Steve Sale, longtime friend of the channel, longtime supporter of the home arcade community, fantastic viewer. He's in everybody's live chats. He loves this hobby. He loves the hosts of YouTube channels, including us, who take time out of our lives to deliver this entertainment and information to you guys. Well, Steve is the one who we did the big GoFundMe for to help him restore his smile. Do you guys remember he lost his teeth due to cancer? And like, you guys did an incredible job supporting that, and he was able to get all that stuff done. But we just found out today that he's on his way to the hospital for a very, very urgent issue. I don't know if I can say what it is, but
yeah, we'll leave that part out. It's just,
but it's very, very serious. So, guys, do me a favor, get some positive energy, love, thoughts, and prayers in the chat for Steve. We wish him the best. He's on his way there now, and it's pretty serious from what we're hearing from folks. So hopefully it goes well, because we love Steve. We don't want anything bad to happen to him. Such a good guy. So yeah, let's get some positive energy out there. I believe in the power of positivity. So let's get it out there for him. Thanks so much.
Yeah, it breaks my heart because Steve is such a just wonderful human being. And when something like this happens, you say, why can't it happen to a terrible person? Like nostalgia.
You're the worst, Mike. You're the worst. Also, you might be saying, where is Detroit Love tonight? Detroit Love, Mrs. Love also is very ill and in the hospital as well. So, again, more thoughts and prayers in the chat, please, for Carl Detroit Love. Also, do me a favor, leave him comments on his YouTube channel. Let him know you're supporting him and pulling for him and his wife. She's pretty sick as well in the hospital, too. So, it's been a rough week on that front. Hopefully, Mike and we don't collapse during this live stream, because I don't know if I can handle anymore hearing of sad news. Sad news, man.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Ristelja is not going to be able to join us tonight either. And all kidding aside, Ristelja is an awesome guy. It's just Ristelja is got a new job with a company that makes digital pinball games, and they're working his ass off. Like, they just won't let him get on the show. They're just working him like crazy.
Yep. And who knows what amazing deluxe titles he'll bring to that platform.
He's so aerobatic.
He's so aerobatic, especially in the bedroom. Speaking of things that get us excited in the bedroom, Mark Gainey gave us a $10 super chat saying, Outrun is the best of the supposed leaks. I don't think Pac-Man will be announced at Comic-Con, but will be released. Street Fighter could be, but it'll be a nerf compared to Iconic. Outrun is the only one I'd look at. That's actually a fantastic conversation point, which we'll talk about when we get to the Arcade1Up section of this particular podcast. But you make an excellent point, and one actually I might disagree with, and we're going to get there in just a few. We also got Stock Jock here giving us a $10 super chat. Congrats, Mike B, on your anniversary. It's mine as well. And yes, he's abandoning his wife to watch the Super Game Room dudes. Well, tell her to come sit down next to you. I mean, this isn't a family-friendly show by any means, but we'll try to behave, right, Mike?
Yeah,
we'll try to behave.
Happy anniversary to you two, and warm wishes out there to the wives of us video game nerds that have stuck by us through the thick and the thin while we watch YouTube and while we're playing games. They're the real keepers. And also, for those of you out there looking for dating plans, Super Game Room Dudes and Chill is going to be the hot dating topic for 2027. There's no better time to pound down while listening to P-Dubs and Michael B talk about what's going on in home arcade.
Oh, geez, man. Mike, you are the worst. You are the worst. Also, so we got a number of things we want to talk about. AtGames, there's a few topics with AtGames. Iconic Arcade, as well as Arcade1Up's big leaks that happened today. Some YouTuber, once again, got on the internet and ruined the fun for everyone else. And we only have one person to blame, and that's James Hates Everything. Am I right, Mike? I mean, that's the one... That's the one person we got to blame for this madness.
We got a couple more super chats there. Funny
no,
ones.
Hey, wait. This episode is not toptional, guys. Okay, it's not toptional.
Shut up, RoboCop, and take it off.
We're not taking our shirts off this episode. $5 super chat from Galaga Guy. P-Dub stopped smoking, and then Canada decided to take on his addiction. Smoke all over Ohio today. As you guys know, being from Chicago, I got a lot of family and friends in the Chicagoland area, and they're like, dude, the air quality is terrible. There's alerts telling them not to go outside. Canada is on fire, but what they really don't know is Michael B was just exercising at his local Planet Fitness. Mike, you set the world on fire.
I got chub rub real bad, buddy.
$2 super chat for Mystery Encoder. I just want to know how to buy the ad space. Well, send him an Arcade1Up that's modded with a 1-Up pinner, and Mike will shill the hell out of it and put it behind him. Ain't that right, Mike?
That's correct. That's pretty much how it goes.
Here he is. Carl, there you are, buddy. Everyone in the chat is pulling for you and your family. If you have any updates to share them. If you don't, if it's private, keep it private, buddy. But we love you, man, and we hope everything's going okay there at the hospital. So a couple of things that we wanted to do. Well, we're probably going to kick it off with AtGames. Mike, real quick, let's just do our couple icebreakers real quick. So this week has been crazy. I was able to get one product review out for a handheld, and that was pretty much it. Like, work's been kicking my butt, and then on top of that, I had to finish remodeling the laundry room. And Mike, the flooring's done, the painting's done, new light fixture went in. I just got to install the new cabinet on the wall. but it's looking good in there. So the home renovations and upgrades continue. And now that the laundry room is technically done, and once I put the cabinet in, you know what room is next, right? This one.
Oh, your office. Wow.
Yep. We're going to do a whole new stage, a whole new office, new paint. Everything's going to get moved around. A whole new desk, whole new way everything's going to look. And hopefully that'll freshen up the content a little bit. So I'm pretty excited about that. So that'll be coming soon. Mike, what'd you do all week while I was painting and flooring and sweating and swearing?
Well, P-Dubs, I don't know if you know this, but I work from home and take care of my 4-year-old son while also working 2 full-time jobs and doing YouTube as a third. So didn't have a lot of time for other stuff, but got a couple things done. I think I told you last week I did some plumbing outside. I even got some time in for some gaming. I've been enjoying my Steam machine, underpowered as it is. I got back into playing Star Wars Jedi Survivor, which I think you finished a couple of years ago. So I've been having fun with that.
Oh, yeah, I love that one.
Trying to get through Mafia 2. Mafia 2 is honestly the remastered version or definitive edition. It's a good game, but it's not done as well as Mafia 1 definitive edition was. So just trying to get through that and moving on to Mafia the Old Country. So lots of fun stuff going on. No real housework, just real life work and trying to keep on top of YouTube and everything else.
I did have a little bit of time for video games this week. I've put only 5 hours into Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced, and I'm loving it.
It's a good game. Yeah, it's beautiful.
So good. It looks so good. It's fun.
It hit 3 million copies sold today.
I'm having a blast. And as you guys know, Black Flag, we've talked about this 100 times on this podcast, my favorite Assassin's Creed game of all time. And I've played through nearly every single one of them. I think there's only a couple I skipped, like a couple of the side-scrolling ones.
You didn't play Mirage, did you?
No, I played Mirage. I loved Mirage. You played
through Mirage? Wow.
Yeah, I even did a video about it too on my channel too. I loved Mirage, the one where it takes place in Baghdad. I think that's an underrated game. It was fantastic with the story. I really enjoyed it. But yeah, Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced, I'm loving it. I think they did it more than enough justice. Yeah, it's still the controls are a kind of wonky a little bit, but you know, they had to kind of change around the fighting system a little bit versus the original controls and stuff. So it's taken a little getting used to, but now that I'm 5 hours in, I'm starting to fly through it and stuff. So I'm enjoying it. Guys, are you playing Black Flag Resynced? Let me know in the chat. I'm having a blast playing that game. So that's really the only gaming I had time for this week was that. Okay, so Mike, we should just kind of say hi to the chat here. I wonder if these people want their shout outs. What do you think?
Yeah, I think give it to them.
Also, guys, just a heads up here. What's I going to say? Oh, Mike, I am on day number 26 of not smoking. 26 days, guys. We're almost at a whole month of not having a cigarette, going from 2 packs a day, a 2-pack jack, or as Mike likes to call me, a 2-pump chump. And
true.
I'm feeling so much better. And I'm really hoping I never go back. I'm feeling better. My wife's happy because I'm not stinking, because I never smoked inside.
Your mouth isn't stinking. Other parts of you still stink.
Oh, thanks, Mike. But you know what I mean? No, my clothes, my hair, my skin, my hands, everything would smell like smoke all the time. You know what I mean? Because even though I didn't smoke in the house, still go outside to smoke. You come back in, you bring that smell with you, right? So my wife is loving the fact that I quit. She never smoked a day in her life. And the fact that she put up with me for all these years blows me away because she's never smoked a day in her life. And the fact that she put up with me, that goes to tell you love is more important than smell, Mike. Love is more important than smell.
So my favorite comment here is from JJ. You seem happier without the cancer sticks now. See, JJ, you don't know the behind the scenes doings of what happens. The reason why P-Dubs is happier is because he'd go out in the garage and then read all the shit that people were saying about him on his phone while smoking 5 cigarettes at a time and then possibly calling somebody and smoking another 5. Now that he doesn't need to go out to the garage, he is like me and just ignores all the chatter. That's why he's happier.
I have been. I have been. What it is, I mean, I will admit, guys, the first, it's been over 6 years I've been doing this YouTube stuff. The first like 4 years, I was doing this damn near full time, on top of my full time job in life. And as you guys noticed, last year I really slowed down, and this year I've slowed down even more. I only do this part time, man. This is part time, and it's all I have time for, and I love hanging out with you guys and all that stuff. Yeah, dude, we got you, bro. We got you. Thanks so much. Yeah, if we've ever blocked you in the past, and if it was like a miscommunication, misinput, feel free to send me an email, guys, like this guy did. He let me know what happened. Said, okay, man, welcome back. Welcome back. So if you want to get back in the chat, just send me an email if we've ever blocked you before.
Yeah, and we're also all about second chances here, too. As long as you're willing to be civil, be part of the conversation. You can disagree, but do it in a respectful way. You're welcome to join the Super Game Room Dudes chat.
This is absolutely true, MG. And the last time I quit at Arc Raiders in a rage, I almost smoked. So I got to stay away from that game right now. But I am planning on playing some golf tonight because I haven't played golf with the guys in a while. But anyway, let's get to it, guys. We got a lot to talk about. I know you guys want to hang out for the topics and not this other banter. So here's your shout-outs. Let's get them in. We got Thumper Squid is here. We got Does Cock Block Count?
Hey, good guy.
MG's here. We're so happy MG's back in our chats. Dennis B is here. Cyan Spirits. Little Alien moderating as always. Ritual Dello moderating as always. Brain Damage is here. And luckily, he's actually commenting in the live chat. I noticed on last week's episode, Mike, he was commenting in the comment section. Commenting in the comments section of the video, thinking he was in the live chat, but he was not in the live chat. He was leaving comments. Guys,
why is nobody else talking? Like, this is crazy.
Guys, go look at the comment section on our last video. There's like 30 comments from Brain Damage, talking throughout the episode. It's hilarious. Oh, he really is brain damaged. All right, Johnny Fritz is here as well. James is here. It's all his fault. Bo Knows Tecmo is here. D. Leon is here as well. Hobby Garage, like that name. Zim is here. Everyone, give him a get in there in the chat for Zim. Jim the Pacers fan is here. We love you, Jim. Fret Burner. B. Kirby's here as well. Good to see you, B. Sathius is here as well. Steve's Retro Gaming. Duh Audacity is here as well. What's this?
He loves gold.
You guys are just jealous because I have an awesome gold and black, not yellow, gold and black pickup truck now. And you're just jealous. You don't roll like me. Wait till you guys tomorrow. Mike. Tomorrow my license plate bracket arrives. Wait till you guys see my license. Wait till you guys see my license plate bracket.
MG is always overcritical of vehicles. When I bought my Bronco, which is a lifelong thing I've always wanted, he was like, "Oh, this seems like a woman's vehicle." Like, he's just so critical.
Steve, are you at the hospital? What the fuck is going on?
We were talking about you earlier, buddy. Best wishes, man.
Yeah, maybe he's in the hospital watching us, waiting for the doctor to come in. Holy smokes.
Yeah, so, I did get a text message from Steve. He gave me the go-ahead to talk about what's happening. Steve, as you know, we got the GoFundMe together for the teeth implant. He said, fuck that, I want a huge dick. So he got a dick implant, increase, and it's too big. He got erect earlier, lost consciousness. That's why he's on his way to the hospital.
You guys are hilarious. All right, guys, let's get this show started proper. We got a lot to do tonight. We're going to have some fun as well along the way. So let's check in with AtGames and see if they
Meatball Saucy dropped a super chat, too. You missed earlier. I saw it, but you were wrong.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Meatball Saucy, $5. He's excited to get the double dragon he needs. Buy it on Monday, own it on Sunday. Yes, please. 720 is on iconic hold.
Meatball!
Here's the funny thing, too, is if you guys are excited about a product out there, don't let other people take that excitement away from you. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, on YouTube, people are reviewers or they're critical of things. I myself review products and I'll say, do not buy, or wait until it goes on mega clearance, or buy it because I also like it. That doesn't mean you have to do what I tell you to do. And unlike other people out there, I know you guys are smart enough to make your own decisions. and that kinds of stuff. So
Yeah, hold on here now. This is the same asshole that yesterday on Discord, James Hates Everything goes, I bought an Iconic, and P-Dub's the first thing he says is, you just made a huge mistake.
I did not say that.
That's exactly what you said.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that at all. Because I knew what he was going to do with it, and he did it today.
It's just so dumb, but good for him.
All right, you guys want to hear what James did?
He posted it. It's up on his channel. I think he actually posted it.
Let me pull it up. James did the dumbest thing in the world. All right. Hold on. So as you guys know, James Hates Everything owns the Unico Nova Blast, which is really cool multicade, and you're able to connect many, many, many devices. Hey, he took it down.
Oh,
it's
no.
Not here. He took it down. Oh, wait, no. It was a short, not a post.
Yeah.
Let's go here. So what he did was...
Whoa.
Let me mute that. So will it or won't it? So he bought an Iconic Arcade. It just got delivered. He took the Raspberry Pi out of it, the Iconic Arcade Raspberry Pi, and he plugged it into his Unico Nova Blast. And, the Unico Nova Blast is, you're supposed to connect all kinds of things to it. Consoles, systems, real arcade hardware, the works, right? So you can connect any Raspberry Pi to a Nova Blast, but here's where this is so dumb. And James, we love you, but James just spent $900 on a Raspberry Pi that he could have got it for a couple $100. It just connected.
I don't know what James's problem is. Like, I told him if he just wanted the Pi image, just reach out. I'd be happy to burn it off for him. I don't know why he went to this kind of trouble.
Oh, too funny. James, you're crazy, dude. $170. Oh, you're crazy.
I don't believe you.
So, guys, do us a favor. There is a poll in the chat. Out of the 4 supposedly leaked Arcade1Up Supreme cabs that'll be at Comic-Con, are any of them a winner? Unfortunately, YouTube only gives you the option for 4. So I wasn't able to put the 5th option, which is none of these are a winner or not interested. So my apologies for that. But if any of those you think are a winner, make sure you vote in the poll. We'll get to that a little bit later. Okay, let's go ahead and let's get to AtGames first. And let's see if AtGames provided us the ultimate updates. Okay, Mike, so AtGames released a new pinball game this week called Aerobatic Deluxe. And what have you heard or seen about that while I pull something up here for everybody?
I'm just wondering, do you have a disclosure to make with AtGames? You've been covering them pretty extensively lately.
Well, there's a reason, which we'll get to. And actually, okay. I talked about it on one of those videos, but go ahead.
Oh, I didn't watch the video.
All right, let me pull up the game where I actually did well. Let's have that playing in the background. All right, so Aerobatic Deluxe, did any of you pick it up? I was actually shocked because there's a lot of these deluxe games where out of however many have come out, a few dozen, there's probably only like 3 or 4 that I really, really enjoy when it comes to the deluxe style of Magic Pixel games. Now, when it comes to this particular game, this is one of the few that I actually had a really, really good time, Mike. Really, really good time playing this. I think the table's got a great layout. It's got a really cool flow to it. The vibe when you're playing is fun. And whether I scored 6 million or 44 million points, I was having a great time, which is what it's all about. It's not about how good you are. It's about how much fun are you having. And I hate playing pinball games that are boring or they piss you off and they put you in a rage. You know what I mean? Like this kind of game, super, super fun. I think anyone can pick it up and play it and enjoy it. So
I don't think that's true, P-Dubs. It's all about how good you are. And if you don't have time to prove how good you are, you can just take pictures and submit those from old scores. That's the same thing.
Oh, it's too funny, Mike. Always with the inside jokes, inside drama. You wonder why you're the most wanted man in home arcade, Mike. We are so above
I
and beyond
I
that.
I don't care.
Guys, did any of you pick this up and play it? Let us know in the chat. Surely some of you have. I would recommend this one. I think it was $8 well spent. And actually, this game is part of their tournament this week as well. So if you pick it up and play it this weekend, you'll also be included in their weekly Flipper Friends tournament as well. Possibly win a free gift card from AtGames. So, like I was telling people on one of these pinball streams I've been doing a number of pinball streams lately. A couple of reasons. Number one, with me constantly moving my machines around, my pinball machines were upstairs. They ended up downstairs. The room was in disarray. As you guys know, look behind me. The room's cleaned up now. You guys remember the first couple pinball streams I did where there was piles of junk behind me because I've been home remodeling. It's been a mess, right? But I wanted to get my pinball rig set back up, which is one reason why I kept doing testing and stuff, making sure I could get this set up. And number two is, Mike, starting this weekend, I am going to be beta testing VPX Standalone, which
nice.
is going to be released to folks. So I had to make sure I had my pinball machine set back up. Guys, we're going to be filming a tutorial and all that kinds of stuff. VPX Standalone is going to be available for all Legends Pinball 4KP owners very, very, very soon. In fact, according to Nix, I believe the work is 98% finished.
Oh, that's dope.
Getting ready to launch. Now we just got to make the tutorials and show it off to you guys, and it should be fun. So I had to make sure I had something good where I could show this stuff off to you guys, or something decent, I should say. I mean, like I always say, it sucks recording AtGames footage because I can't capture the screens. There's no HDMI out.
So, I think that's ludicrous. Nobody who does pinball everybody does it the same way you do it. I'm sorry you can't capture the screens, but that actually looked pretty good. So I don't know what your problem is. If you can go back to that just for a second, I wanted to take a look at the table because I haven't had a chance to really go over this yet. But I love that little loop, how the ball comes up there. This actually does look like a little bit of fun. I know it's AI art and stuff like that, but it's got that cheesy, airplane look to it. This does look like it could be fun. I might pick this one up.
Yeah, so when you get up to the upper playfield here where my mouse is, if you hit the ball into the eject hole, it will go all the way down this big ramp. This is called the nosedive ramp. And the ball comes all the way down here, makes a nice little nosedive sound effect. It shoots out right here, kind of goes right back up. And that's a good shot, as well as if you can sneak the ball in here. It's a tight fit. But if you go in here, it goes here, then it jumps a ramp over here, gets on this wire ramp, and comes back down. It's actually a really, really cool shot. Plus, there's a propeller right here, and it hits the propeller, and it'll make the propeller spin as well, which right there you go. You saw it. So that was pretty cool. And if you unlock the modes, this little airplane will start flying around on this little circle wire right here. The airplane flies around, which is kind of fun as well. So nice little effects there. I'm liking what they did, guys. I'm liking what they did, and all that kinds of stuff. I'm thinking this is a fun pinball game. I would recommend it. When's it going to launch? Whenever Nix is ready to hit the button. I don't have an exact date for you. All I know is the work is pretty much done, and now we're filming tutorials and stuff. That way, because I'm sure you guys want to know how to set this stuff up and all that kinds of stuff. So there you go. Oh, we got something from Steve here. Thank you, community, for your thoughts and prayers. Love you guys. Take care, Steve. Love the X-Men 97 hat. Thanks so much. This is only available at one place, Box Lunch.
Definitely not available at Target.
Definitely not available at Target. Box Lunch, guys. Box Lunch. Inside joke from a few weeks back, if you were here. So make sure you pick up that game. And speaking of the games this week, for the tournament, this is going to be funny. Hold on, my computer.
Are you sure you're not working for AtGames? You're playing the tournament games. You're, getting all the new games coming out. Seems like you're working real hard for them. Do you got a nostalgia thing going on here?
Well, if you think about it, AtGames, they've been doing these videos with these tournament updates, and they're like, we're now up to 3,500 people in their tournaments, and I'm assuming this is probably the number of Legends Pinball 4K owners, maybe, or something like that. And what's interesting is if I have only played in 2 tournaments, the entire time this machine has been out. And I am in the top 300 some players. I'm 300 something. I don't even know. I'm in the top 10% of players, and I've only played in 2 tournaments. How is that possible, guys? What does that tell you? That tells you that people aren't participating in these tournaments. It doesn't mean anything about P-dubs. It means that out of 3,000 plus people, if I've only played in 2 tournaments and I have a ranking in the 300 something, why am I in the top 10% of people on the leaderboards? It means people aren't playing in these tournaments. You know what I mean? So, hey, if I say I'm playing, who knows? Maybe 2 or 3 other people will start playing as well.
Maybe I'll play. Maybe I'll stream over you. Maybe we'll see what happens.
I don't care.
Actually, this week does look fun. Baby Shark is a fun table. If you don't play in baby mode, Legend of Kage is actually serviceably good. And I plan on picking up Aerobatics Deluxe. So maybe I'll jump in this week.
I'm actually interested again in playing this week because these are 3 games that I think are all playable and fun enough to play for a tournament. Legend of Kage, Aerobatic Deluxe, and, Baby Shark. Everyone says it's good. I haven't played it myself, but everyone out there seems to love it. Maybe because it's super easy. I don't know. But,
Fat Hog brings up a good point, and I don't know if they can, and you'll have to excuse me, I don't really pay that close attention to this.
Isn't there like an easy mode?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, as long as you're not playing an easy baby mode or child mode, whatever it is.
They're all gonna play.
Can they differentiate that for the tournament?
Yeah. So it's the cigarette money going to AtGames tables. Dude, these AtGames tables are expensive. A lot of these tournament tables I didn't own, and I've had to buy them. I'm spending like $30 a week to participate in these tournaments because I didn't buy these games. These Caveman. Oh, what a pile of shit.
How do I submit my old score pictures, Dennis B?
Oh, my God. They are allowing baby mode in the tournament. Oh, well, then everyone should just play on baby mode and accept it. You know what I mean? Remember when they were $5? Yeah, man, dude, I remember when these games were $5. Now, like Aerobatics Deluxe was $8. Although I will tell you, I think it was $8 well spent because I've already played that game now like 15 times, and I'm gonna play it another 20, 30 times. I'm enjoying the game.
Some of those Zaccaria Deluxe tables ended up being a lot more fun than I anticipated. Like Soccer Kings Deluxe, I loved Soccer Kings Deluxe. I could play that all the time, man.
Yeah. I'm actually surprised we didn't see World Cup soccer thrown in there somewhere because of the World Cup tournament going on. You know what I mean?
Do they advertise the Zen tables for the tournaments? I'm not familiar.
I don't know. I barely pay attention to this crap. I only just started paying attention to this crap a couple weeks ago. You know what I mean?
But why?
Still $6 on the ALP. What's $6 on the ALP? Baby Shark? Let us know.
Dignity.
Here we go. Virtual Pinball Showdown. Soup versus Soup. P-Dubs versus Michael B. Best of 7. Winner gets... Well, hold on. $200. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money, man.
Winner gets $200 of Meatball Saucy's money? I'm in.
Did you guys see where Wonderland Amusements will possibly be showing the final artwork for... I did not see that either. Otherwise, we would have had that as a topic for the show tonight. But Pooch-Naki, thanks so much. Greatly appreciate it. For the heads up. Here you go. Maybe we'll see something next week, and maybe next week that'll be a topic on the show next week. There you go. They don't do Zen interviews.
I definitely won't be here next week, by the way.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. If you're not here, I don't get any grief, so that's fine.
All the people say, how dare you stream with him? He's sorry. He's such a dick.
You beat my 44 million. Good job, Ski Bammer. I'm pretty sure that got knocked out of the top 100 pretty quickly. I recorded that video last night before everyone started playing the game today. There you go. Rest in peace to Sam Neill. Yep, absolutely. Big loss, big loss. Final art has been approved, and Tim will hopefully share it next week. Okay, so
who's Tim?
I don't know. I think he might be the guy who hosts their Twitch show. Is that right, guys?
That's him.
I haven't seen their Twitch.
Chief marketing officer.
Oh, wait. I saw their first episode of their Twitch stream, and that was it. I haven't watched it since, so yeah. Go ahead, Mike. I'm trying to catch my breath here.
I'm worried about people. I'm worried about taking my 4KP back online. Haven't had people had tables disappear.
Nope.
No, you're crazy. Dane Bramage, please seek help. Thank you for the super chat.
There you go. All right, cool. Good stuff there. All right, so that's what's going on with AtGames. Minus that, they did announce that General Loader 2.0 beta. They put out an advertisement this week asking people to sign up for it, but maybe you guys want to wait until the VPX standalone stuff gets announced and released. I mean, I don't know what you're going to play on it, unless you guys are developers and want to create your own thing. By all means, do so. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Poochnicki says you guys need to get Tim on the show. I don't know if you know this, but we're professionals. If Wonderland Amusements wants to advertise on the show, maybe they should reach out to us.
$5. P-dubs. I'll stream with you next week if you need a wingman. It'll be a Chicago-style show.
I don't know about that guy. He's been writing everybody today talking about Robin Banks. He sounds like he's some kind of criminal or something, P-dubs. I don't know if you want anything to do with him.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Are you in Arizona, Kirby, right now, or are you in Chicago? Let me know, because I know you kind of bounce back and forth. I wish AtGames made the General Loader 2.0 available for HD owners as well. Never know what the future might bring, but then again, I don't know the capabilities of that chipset. You know what I mean? All right, we're dragging on with AtGames here. We got to talk Iconic Arcade, and we got to talk the Arcade1Up Comic-Con leaks, which is what I think a lot of people are tuning in for. Okay.
Potential leaks.
Potential leaks. Oh, yes. Someone else made that comment earlier, Murphy. Someone else did as well. That's funny. Oh, I'm so happy I'm not smoking, guys. You have no idea. Like, it was hell, the withdrawal. But now very few withdrawal symptoms. And it's not really like your body craves it. It's more like your mind is like, hey, this is usually the time of day I have a cigarette or 5. You know, and it's like, oh, wait, that's right. I don't do that anymore. You know what I mean?
I also bet you're one of those ex-smokers that walks by somebody else that's smoking, and you're like, ew, that stinks. I can't stand it.
No. Actually, funny story. My wife and I, when we went to Walmart recently, we were walking in and another dude was walking out, and when he walked past us, the wind from the store, the air conditioning, you know, when the doors open, the air conditioning from the store blows out, so it blew. We're downwind from this guy coming out while we're going in, and he reeked of smoke, and I smelt it. And you know what I said to myself, Mike, in my head? I was like, damn, I missed that. I missed that.
Whenever I'm quit and I walk by somebody who's smoking, I get like a little breath of the second smoke. I'm like, oh, Merry Christmas to me.
Well, B. Kirby, whenever you get to Arizona, hit me up and we'll talk. It'd be kind of cool to see you in person. Plenty of good arcades out here as well. Pinball. Dude, they've opened like 3 more pinball bars in Chicago. I'm going to start making... I'm not Chicago, Arizona. I'll be making more pinball tour videos, guys, very, very soon on the weekends when I can get out there. So there you go.
Is there anybody else in Arizona that is known for playing pinball that you could work with?
Not that I can think of.
Okay.
Dubs, you need to get some candy cigarettes. I remember those. In Chicago, we had a chain called the White Hen Pantry. I don't know if anyone from Chicago remembers the White Hen Pantry. And that chain eventually, they used to be in every strip mall. Every corner strip mall, there was a White Hen. And then they eventually got bought out by 7-Eleven, and then they all converted to 7-Elevens. But while they were a White Hen Pantry, they had the candy cigarettes, Mike, where it's like you could kind of suck on it. It's like a sugar stick, and it would blow out like a little bit, like a puff of sugar dust, which looked like smoke. You know, that kind of stuff. All right. Mike, let's move on. We got to talk Iconic Arcade. I've been hogging the mic as always. So what's going on there, buddy, while I pull this thing up?
Iconic Arcade announced an announcement this past week. This went up on all their social channels. Iconic Arcade with an arcade covered with a blanket with the date 7/20/26. So right now, rumors are swirling. Is this just the official pre-order for the Double Dragon cab? Or is this one of the other 3 80s cabs that Iconic Arcade are going to release this year? We'll find out on July 20th. We don't really know a lot right now, But my guess is this is a new product. I don't think this is the Double Dragon pre-order or order. I think this is, in fact, going to be one of those other 380s arcades.
Okay, so this is not Double Dragon.
I don't think so.
So Meatball, who was holding his money for 3 more days, is going to have to hold his money for even longer?
Not necessarily. They might announce the order for Double Dragon at the same time, but I think they're 100% revealing a new cab coming up on the 20th.
So this will be cab number 3. So that'll be Street Fighter,
Cab
Double
number
Dragon.
4.
What's the
Because
third
there's
one?
technically 2 Street Fighters, right? There's a Street Fighter Alpha cab and a Street Fighter 2. There's going to be Double Dragon, so this will be product 4. And I think product 5 and 6 will probably be interchangeable, maybe. Kind of like Street Fighter was.
Now, I did see this same comment from Fat Hog in a number of Facebook groups ever since Iconic Arcade started putting this image in all the home arcade Facebook groups. They're putting this image. If you guys remember, we do know that John D is a fan of the 720 game. So why not announce 720 on 720? And would you guys be interested in that game? That's an interesting one. It seems to have its own little cult following. Go ahead, Mike.
John D is also a fan of 420.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. So, what would it be? 720? What do you guys think? It'll be crazy. 720 exactly. 720 would be amazing. 720 would be awesome. And you see the excitement here. See, this is where, like, I think Arcade1Up Basic Fun is going wrong. They're doing this big Comic-Con thing. They're having everyone come out to this big event to reveal probably several machines or games we've already seen, just in a different form factor, right? And Sonic the Hedgehog, although it's new, isn't what we're looking for, right? It's not exciting. Yeah. Even if it's 720, it's something different. Like, I can see why some people are excited about it. There you go.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be 720 personally. Like, I've got a feeling that Iconic are going to be working with, my guess, at least 2 companies are Taito and Data East. I think Taito and Data East are 2 companies you'll see Iconic work with this year, and an outside chance of Sega as a 3rd company. That's my guess.
Okay, so you're thinking it might be a Taito or Data East game.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking here. I'm thinking that there's a chance they do something maybe like a Space Invaders cab with, you know, a bunch of Taito games on it, and they could do a Data East cab with a bunch of Data East games on it. Like, if they do Data East, I mean, I would be hard pressed for them not to do like Burger Time. If they do Taito, it'll probably be Space Invaders, you know. Fingers crossed for Zookeeper, but I know I'm not getting that. Maybe it'll be Jungle King. Who knows?
A lot of people are saying, okay, maybe 720 is not that realistic, but it would be awesome if it was. So
you know what would be funny? Really funny. So the timing of this is called into question, right? Because it's right before Arcade1Up does their reveals this week at Comic-Con. So, you know, there might be some competitive nature going back and forth. Imagine it's a Sonic the Hedgehog Iconic Arcade. Imagine.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. It really feels like Sonic and TMNT are like licenses that are everywhere right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like those IP holders just want to milk them for every dollar they can get. So there you go. I bet we could get some special Super Game Room Dudes Sonic themed t-shirts. I bet we could get that licensed. How much you want to bet, Mike?
Oh, we could get Data East tomorrow. G mode? 100%.
Oh, yeah, we could definitely get G mode. 100%.
Yeah. Fit in a G string? Probably not. But get G mode? Yes.
I'm seeing a lot of votes for RoboCop. Let's have Quarter Arcades do 720. Interesting. Little Alien Knows Things. Burger Time has a nice ring to it. Oh. Well, then again, I mean, the last time we saw Burger Time or Space Invaders was a very, very long time ago.
Very long, yeah.
5 years ago, maybe. So, I mean, I guess it would be okay. I think that's why a lot of people seem to be interested in the Outrun Supreme, if that's real, which we'll talk about here in a couple of minutes.
Well, there's in the home arcade space, there's a term that got thrown around by the companies themselves, which is evergreen product. And a lot of what we've seen in the last couple of years has been part of that evergreen product. You know, you're expecting to get a Pac-Man every year. You're expecting to get an NBA Jam, a Golden Tee, a Mortal Kombat, a Street Fighter. That's part of the evergreen line. So whenever one of these companies, even if it is a rehash, does something that's not part of that evergreen line, and then it's in a different form factor like an XL or an XT, then that gets a little bit exciting, right? Not as exciting as a new product, but a little bit exciting.
Now, did their firmware fixes come out yet for Street Fighter?
End of the month. So they're
End of the
working
month.
with people right now that if you want to do the hard fix, which involves them sending you the USB-C cable and then setting up an appointment to do the monitor firmware, you can do that now or wait till the end of the month when we're doing the over-the-air update version.
Oh, okay. So it'll be fixed in a week or two, hopefully, provided there's no delays.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to hear. I'm sure they want to get that monkey off their back. As that phrase
and their
goes.
first wave of online is going to be part of that update too. So we will have online, at least the first iteration of it, coming up with the first update.
Interesting. Which they need, especially if they're going to compete with what Arcade1Up is supposedly going to be doing at Comic-Con, and that's revealing the Street Fighter Supreme. Now, Mike, you made a video today, and again, these videos and reactions and information, this is all James Hates Everything's fault, right? Like, we really...
No, technically it's Mystery Encoder's fault, not James.
No. James was the first one to put this on the internet, so...
No, James was not the first one to put it in the internet.
Mike, I think it's important that we make sure that James is blamed for ruining the Comic-Con announcements.
No, my Comic-Con was already ruined because of another asshole.
I'm pretty sure James would admit that it's all his fault. Guys, am I right? Like, James is a pretty stand-up guy when it comes to stuff like this. He should change his name to James Ruins Everything. Guys, it's James' fault. Am I right? It's his fault.
Well, technically, it was Mystery Encoder's fault, and Mystery Encoder's own explanation was he thought James was revealing a product on his show. So then he decided to be a jerk and then go check the FCC listings and try to screw it over for James, not realizing that's not what James was doing. So Mystery Encoder is the one to blame realistically. But also, I kind of blame James too.
We 100% should blame James. 100%. So it's that time of day, guys, where we need to see, hey, here's what's up with Arcade1Up. Thanks so much, Mike. I greatly appreciate it. Blames hates everything. Blames. Me? I didn't do anything. Don't blame me. Don't blame me.
Well, there's 100 things you can blame P-Dubs for. Remember when Arcade1Up was just trying to live their lives and release their pinballs, and then all of a sudden P-Dubs is like, we got a spreadsheet at Games Pinball.
Can you believe they torpedoed their launch with a spreadsheet? You have to admit that's some.
Oh my God, Arcade1Up are at CES. They've spent thousands on all this advertising.
Lies!
YouTubers coming out there. How will we counter their pinball release?
James literally gave the leaks on his show, then edited them out of the show last night, guys.
I don't know what you're talking about. Where's your proof? Where's your proof?
It's on his edited show.
What do you mean his edited show? I go back and watch that show. I don't see anything about these supposed leaks.
Yep, we need to blame all these people. I agree completely. But let's take a look here. So James created this image and sent it to me. No, I'm kidding. I made this image. So these are apparently the 4 arcades that will be Supreme. Now, Sonic, we know that's official. That's been confirmed, right? And we've shit on this thing for months. I don't know how much time oxygen we need to spend on this thing. But them doing a Pac-Man Supreme, which is probably going to mimic the Pac-Man XL that was already done before. My question is this, Mike. Will it have the same 14 games that are on the existing Pac-Man XL?
No.
And if it has less games, is it going to have online leaderboards and Wi-Fi? And are they going to be tied into the same leaderboards that Arcade1Up had? or are they going to be totally different?
I
You
don't
know what
know
I
if
mean?
they'll be tied into the old Arcade1Up leaderboards, but the reason that if these cabs are two of the cabs that are going to be shown at Comic Con, the reason why there are FCC listings out there is because these cabs are going to have Wi-Fi, which is a surprise because I was under the impression that Basic Fun were years away from considering adding that to their cabs. So if this is coming out, the reason there is an FCC listing is because it will be Wi-Fi compatible. So I think from Basic Fun we've seen that it's not going to be the same cabs Arcade1Up was putting out with like 16 games all crammed in there. I think it's going to be less, and while people may be disappointed by that, I think less is more a lot of times with these arcades. There's more opportunity to do separate cabs, like do your own Galaga cab that has like its own different games list. But not everybody's going to feel that way, and I don't know how the online infrastructure is going to work. Will it just tie
Interesting.
directly in with Arcade1Up's old infrastructure, or did they create a new one?
Yeah, that'll be very interesting to see because right now, with the amount of Pac Man online arcades out there, there's well over 20,000 of them on the leaderboards. So it's crazy to think how many Pac Mans are out there that are online enabled. And what was I going to say? The question too is what's going to happen eventually? Are those servers going to retire, get turned off? You know what I mean? Are they going to keep them going?
I have
It's
no
it's
idea.
it's interesting. I wish we could get answers to those questions. Maybe the next time there's an official representative from Basic Fun or Arcade1Up on someone's show, those questions need to be asked, guys. Don't you think? Like we should probably figure that out. But
I may ask them over a drink next week while I'm with them at Comic Con.
so Draga is accepting responsibility for Street Fighter Supreme, guys. So he's saying blame him. So if you guys have YouTube videos to make sure you blame Draga in your YouTube videos.
Yeah. Also, B Kirby makes a great point here that I think a lot of people are missing out on. We always say, I'm not excited about this because I already have one," but you have to consider all the people that missed it. Again, nothing's official until it's official, and we have no idea if
Yeah.
this is actually what's going to be shown. And if it is going to be shown, we don't know what it's going to look like, what it's going to include. But for the people that missed out on the Pac-Man XL, at least there's kind of hope now that a Supreme is coming, and this will be coming to Costco or Sam's Club in the near future.
Yep. So what we do know for sure is there is an FCC filing for a Pac-Man Basic Fun Pac-Man Supreme. But just because that filing is there, does that 100% mean that that's one of the machines that's going to be at Comic-Con?
Maybe.
Or will it be the Miss Pac-Man that they showed earlier in the year back in January that everyone's still waiting for? Didn't they show a baby blue Miss Pac-Man Supreme? And on it, like I think people are interested in that one. People want to have that one in their homes.
I want that one.
But also, do you know why I'm not angry about this, guys? I'm not going to go on the oh my god, it's Pac-Man train. Do you know why? Pac-Man pays the bills. We've been saying it for years. They're going to release Pac-Man every year. And Pac-Man pays the bills and helps go towards other things and other stuff. So, if they want to release it, let them release it. You're under zero obligation to buy the shit. You know what I mean? Just let them release it so other people can buy it. And hopefully it'll mean other stuff for us down the road. So I'm not if they're doing Pac-Man XL or even Miss Pac-Man XL, I'm not angry or upset or disappointed. I understand that that's the nature of the beast. If you want to run this company, you got to release Pac-Man every year. Pac-Man pays the bills. That's the way I look at it. So will Outrun have a Sega logo on it? You never know. Apparently Sega, if I remember, wasn't it like a John D interview or something on like the 1UP Weekly or something where John D said that like Sega specifically didn't want their logo on the machine?
There's a long story behind that, and depends on who you hear it from behind the scenes. I'm not taking a shot at AtGames here now, so I don't want this to be taken out of context. But the story I was told was that after the AtGames relationship soured between Sega and AtGames, because you remember AtGames were making those Sega Genesis consoles you could buy at Bed Bath & Beyond and stuff like that. Sega were so disappointed in that relationship that they actually went forward and refused to let people put the Sega logo on something that wasn't made by them directly. That softened after they developed a relationship with M2. M2 ended up coming out and doing the two excellent Sega Genesis home mini consoles consoles, but the story I was told is it was AtGames' fault. The reason why Sega's logo was on nothing coming out, because they didn't want it to be seen as an official Sega product if they didn't make it themselves. That's what I was told. Not from AtGames, but from somebody who didn't work with AtGames who might have been bullshitting me.
Okay, well then there you go. Take that with a grain of salt, but that is a logical explanation. So we do know that back when Arcade1Up's Pac-Man XL, which I have one, Mike has one, when those were sold to Costco, they had 13,000 of them come into the ports. So there are 13,000 Pac-Man XLs out there. Now, how many of those are in dumpsters and in landfills? I don't know. How many of those are still in people's homes? I couldn't tell you.
How many of those have a broken H panel down at the bottom of the cabinet?
Moving on. So 13,000 of those came in. So yeah, so there was a good amount of those that they bought and sold through. And hell, a lot of people got good deals when they clearanced those out. I miss those days, Mike, when they got knocked down to like $300. Crazy stuff like that. So,
oh, well, we just went through one. WrestleFest Supreme, $349.
Yeah. Are we going to complain about that, guys, if stuff goes on clearance? No, that's a good thing for us, the buyer. Probably bad for the company's bottom lines, but, you know, hey, you got a good deal.
So, just to be clear on Outrun, Outrun is still just a rumor. There's absolutely no proof that Outrun is the fourth cab. That is just a rumor right now.
We'll get to Outrun last year. But moving on here, Mike, what about them doing a Street Fighter Supreme? Now, there is an FCC filing, so there's a good chance that this might be one of the Supreme arcades that they're going to bring to Comic-Con. Again, it might not be there, but there's the FCC filing that they put in. Hell, they filed it back in December, so maybe now they finally got the all clear to reveal the product. So if this is one of them, if this is definitely happening, Mike, what do you think about this, buddy? And also, what does this do with the Street Fighter Arcade1Up versus Street Fighter Iconic Arcade discussion?
Well, it depends. Which one's going to have more sound issues? All kidding aside, yeah, I don't know, because it depends on what Arcade1Up does with this. I think you're going to see less games than what's on the Iconic, and what was even on the HS5 Street Fighter 2 Championship Edition Deluxe we saw a little while ago. You know what the controls are going to be. We don't know what it's going to look like. Is it going to be an authentic recreation? A lot of people assume that it's going to be a deluxe HS5 or a Supreme HS5, but we don't know that. This could be anything, man. They could get creative with the artwork, do something stupid like Yoga Flame or Shinka Hadouken again, do something movie branded, which I don't anticipate. I think it's just a good idea for a tie-in. So God only knows what they're doing with this. I just hope that if they do it, I hope that it is a accurate recreation of one of the classic Street Fighter arcades. And I still think that HS5 Street Fighter Deluxe, one of the best cabs they ever made in terms of the look and the way everything, the shape, all that stuff, that would be an absolute slam dunk if they just replicated that in Supreme. If they don't do that, I don't know what it's going to look like.
What if, Mike, instead of doing the HS5 as a Supreme size, which in my opinion would be cool from a modding perspective, do you know how many beautiful arcades people made out of that HS5 shaped Street Fighter cabinet?
Oh, you can do so much with it, yeah.
There were so many incredible mods done in this community, whether by YouTubers or not YouTubers, just regular people constantly posting, I turned it into an Akari Warriors, I turned it into this, I turned it into that.
Oh, don't start with James and his stupid Akari Warriors cab again. I can't.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful. That's one thing I will give James credit for. That's a beautiful machine James made. But what if they go nuts and they redo the Big Blue ice scraper, because it looked like an ice scraper, the skinny Big Blue. You remember that, Mike? The skinny looked like an ice scraper. What if it's a Big Blue Supreme and it's actually a bigger, fatter, looks a lot better? What do you guys think of the chat? In my opinion, I would be a little bit more interested in that than the HS whatever. But I like the idea of an HS5 because of the modding potential. You know what I mean?
Big Blue would be a great idea as well. It's just they would have to take a look at the problem with that Big Blue cab It was beautiful. You thought it was an ice scraper. I didn't really have a problem with that. What I more so had a problem with was how low the control panel was to accommodate the big marquee and the tall cab. They pushed the control panel down to an even lower height. I think it's around the same height as like the Dragon's Lair control panel. So they need to find some way to replicate that, but also push up the control panel so it's at an appropriate height.
So then the discussion also becomes, and it's a tough discussion to have because it's all about options, right? That's the whole point of this. When companies compete against each other, who wins? Us, the consumers, right? You have Arcade1Up, Street Fighter. They're going to come out with a Supreme. They already have all their other Street Fighters. Now I don't know, and here's the other question too. Will their online be linked to the existing Street Fighter online leaderboards and stuff?
We don't know.
Just keep in mind, or fighting system, you know what I mean? Like network, like they can talk to each other. Because if they're not, that means they have the same size user base or user footprint as Iconic Arcade does, right? Like you want to say, oh my God, they have this established. They already have Street Fighter online established. But if it's not working with all that stuff, then they're back at, hey, we got 0 users in the field until people start buying these. You know what I mean? And Iconic Arcade, there's not 10,000 of those out there. So the user base is smaller. So the question is are they linked or not? You know what I mean? If they are linked and it works, like if I buy the basic fun Street Fighter Supreme, can I fight someone on a Street Fighter Hadouken Edition Arcade1Up? You know what I mean? That's the question. If you can, that is a huge selling point towards getting the Arcade1Up versus the Iconic Arcade. However, when you go back and look, now we don't know for sure what their machine's going to look like. The Iconic Arcade Street Fighter machines, let's be awesome. Incredible size, incredible look to them, and also having the Raspberry Pi 5 is fantastic, especially if you want to just plug and play and do a mod to it versus, full gutting an Arcade1Up.
Or you take the Raspberry Pi out and put it in a Nova Blast.
So there's pros and cons to both. You know what I mean? And what's great about that is options. You know what I mean? Options. So I think it's going to be interesting, and I'm sure, let's see. I don't know if, hopefully the companies will stay above board. Hopefully it won't get nasty. You know what I mean? Like, you never know. Sometimes
it's already nasty. I heard that Arcade1Up official left a flaming bag of dog shit on John D's doorstep.
Oh my God, that's mean. So then again, and keep in mind too, guys, when it comes to this stuff, although there's FCC filings, as well as Mike, there is a website out there where there is information about this Outrun Supreme. However, I don't think we should say what it is because then it might get taken away. Does that make sense?
I don't know anything about that. I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't seen anything to officially verify anything with Outrun Supreme yet.
So yeah, well, I mean, that's the thing too. Like, for instance, B. Kirby, like we just said, will the Street Fighter work? If I buy the basic fun Street Fighter, will it work online? Can I fight someone with an Arcade1Up Street Fighter that's already on the market? Or can it only work with other basic fun owners? Because we don't know for sure, guys, if the Pac-Man leaderboards are going to be linked. So how can we say that you'll be able to fight each other? You know what I mean? So it's interesting.
I will say this, the difference between the two companies, and I love my Iconic Street Fighter 2. I think it's a great cab, minus the issues, the delay for online, and, the sound issue really sucked. But, overall, I was really happy with it. The difference is that is something that's being sold direct to consumer, directly through Iconic's website, and then through Spreetail's normal channels. If this Street Fighter 2 does come out, this Arcade1Up one, you got to take into consideration this is a club store order. So we're talking anywhere from 3 to 10,000 of these units have been ordered by the club stores. They're going to go out to consumers. That means there's going to be an install base, even if they don't connect back to the previously existing Arcade1Up leader bases of 3 to 10,000 people on Street Fighter. So take that into consideration compared to the 1,000 people that bought the Iconic Arcade Street Fighter 2.
That's true. I take that back, Dragot. Thanks so much for correcting me. I never did those mods myself, but you're talking about the Droid Fighter mods. There is a soft mod, Android mod for those, and I think James and She Lion Gaming and many others made great videos showing that off. If I forgot. Thanks so much for reminding me. Guys, I'm getting old. P-Dubs ain't getting any younger. Thanks so much for reminding me. So what's interesting is there is high potential you're going to see a Racing Supreme from Arcade1Up at Comic-Con. Now the question is, would it be Ridge Racer since they've done that one before? Would it be something new? Or is it going to be Outrun taking advantage of them having this new relationship with Sega? They're bringing in Sonic. Why not Outrun? And I will say this, when this picture got posted, I posted it on my YouTube, I tweeted it out, and I put it on my P-Dubs Arcade Loft Facebook. I let the comments go. I didn't respond to any comments. I didn't want my opinion to influence what anyone else said. I just let the comments go. Comments came in. And I got to tell you, Mike, this is just what I saw. The reactions I saw were an Outrun Supreme people genuinely seemed interested in. I saw a lot of comments on my YouTube, on Facebook, and Twitter from people saying, dude, Outrun Supreme, I'm in. And that kind of blew me away because do you remember, Mike, when we had the sit-down Outrun and how we looked like
the sit-down Outrun was such a piece of shit.
We looked like a doofus getting those things.
Yeah.
We all did. All of us. You all looked like a doofus sitting on that bench with the sit-down Outrun. So I'm assuming this would be a stand-up Outrun XL.
It has to be, yeah.
And the question is this the one that people would actually be genuinely interested in? Because if you think about it, we only had like the 2 runs of Outrun. They did a stand-up and they did a sit-down, and then that was it. It disappeared. So there were
to the bottom of the ocean.
There are a lot of newer people, newer to the hobby, who never got one. So it could be new to them. And maybe that's why they were excited. Let us know in the chat, guys, if Outrun's a winner. Mike, what are your thoughts now that I gave that whole speech?
I think I talked about it earlier. You look at the other 2 suggested cabs for these rumored leaks of Street Fighter and Pac-Man, and these were evergreen products from Arcade1Up. We haven't had an Outrun release from Arcade1Up since 2022, 2023. So, it's been 3 to 4 years since we've seen this cab. It was only available in limited supply, and we've never had a driver cab or a shooter cab in an XL form factor. So that is new, and that is exciting. I do miss my Outrun. I have some issues with it. I did find it wasn't comfortable ergonomically to stand at, and it wasn't comfortable to sit on a stool and try to put your foot down and drive on either. So I hope that if they do it properly, meaning it has package, it has the right shape, but I also hope that it's more ergonomical. I hope it's more comfortable to actually stand at and play, where you're not all crumpled up like this, trying to, drive and steer and stand up.
Sorry, my pitbull's down there barking because she's wondering where her mom is. She's addicted to her mom, and if her mom's not home yet, she stands by the front door and just barks out the window of the front door. It drives me crazy. Isn't it funny how dogs know, they know instinctually that this time of day is when the humans arrive. You know what I mean? And she's at the front door now wondering where the hell mom is, where my wife is. So it's crazy. And again, guys, these leaks and everything that happened today is based upon information that's publicly available on websites that people recently discovered. So
Mystery Encoder.
It's high potential that these could be the ones at Comic-Con. You never know. They could surprise us. It could be Miss Pac-Man XL, could be Fast and Furious XL, or should I say Supreme? Could be something else, right? Could be something else. So it's interesting, but these are highly likely based upon information that's out there. Go ahead.
Are these the cabs I was hoping to see? No. Obviously. They're not for me personally. I think, you look at it this way. Obviously, Pac-Man's going to pay the bills. Street Fighter, there's a movie coming out, and again, it's an evergreen cab. Street Fighter's going to pay the bills. For me, if these are the actual cabs that we're going to see at Comic-Con, outruns the winner for me. I think that one is the one I'm most excited for. I hope it's done well. I hope it's available in Canada, and I probably will be picking up an Outrun. Much like our buddy Zim and so many other people I saw in the comments, I think everybody kind of feels the same. Outrun's the winner here.
Do you guys want to see what we looked like getting into the sit-down outruns? Do you guys want to take a blast in the past? Do you guys want to take a trip down memory lane?
While you were getting that ready, David Deming, they mentioned one new game in deluxe form factor. We don't have any information on that. Have no clue what that's going to be.
God, we looked stupid back in the day. Yep, I appreciate that. Yeah, we had 3 dogs, now we're down to 2, and it's terrible. It sucks. All right, let me pull it up here, guys. So, back in the day, we're gonna take a walk down memory lane. Now, in the voiceover for my review of the sit-down outrun, I literally was shitting all over this thing, saying, watch, guys. Look how stupid I look sitting in this thing. I look like a doofus. And all of you out there watching this video, if you buy this machine, you will also look like a doofus. I mean, that's what I literally said in this video, something similar to that. But look how stupid we look, Mike. Look how dumb this looks.
Yeah, you certainly weren't getting any ass while playing that. That's for sure. I would like to see them try to do a sit-down racer again. I think sit-down racer is a really cool thing. It's just they made this one too bad. Like, if they could have made this cab taller and had a better seat for it, I think there is an opportunity to do a sit-down racer.
Terrible. It looked like, we looked like the Flintstones, like whoop 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 whoop. And the car takes off. Those were the days, weren't they, guys? I have never looked less cool in my entire life than the day I sat in a sit-down outrun from Arcade1Up.
I think it averages out to about how you look on a normal day.
No. I never looked less cool in my entire life. So that's pretty funny right there, Mike. That's pretty funny. So yeah, if they do this Supreme, hopefully it's a Supreme stand-up, obviously. They can't do this sit-down stuff. Taking a we're going to end the poll too. We got 140 votes and Outrun Supreme. Mike ran away with it. 70% of people feel it's a winner. 11% for Pac-Man. I love this. 4% for Sonic. Street Fighter Supreme, 15%. You know what's funny about those Sonic cabs is whenever they show up at Costco or Sam's Club or whoever bought them, I'm thinking like very quickly within 2 weeks they're going to start knocking them down, Mike, like to get rid of them.
Maybe, but again, like you got to go into this with a different mindset. Just because we don't want to buy something doesn't mean there aren't people out there that'll buy it. I don't know. I think they'll do well for Arcade1Up, but again, I don't know how well, depending on how many, sorry for swearing, how many Costco have purchased. This might go on clearance. You might be right. I know a very small number of people in the home arcade community that actually want this. You've got idiots. I will say that with my full chest. At least one guy who said he's getting it is an idiot. But then you've got other people like Mystery Encoder who just want it because they're crazy. Mystery Encoder bought the Baby Cades as well. This guy's nuts. I don't know.
He likes tinkering.
He does.
He likes tinkering. No, but after I was done with that, I rode your mom, Bill. Oh, that's right. Rode your
Bill's mom's dead.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Are you serious? I'm so sorry.
I have no idea.
Oh my. Don't worry, Bill. I'm going to kick your ass in golf tonight. You better show up tonight or show out. One of the two is going to happen. There you go. So it's going to be interesting to see. Now, Mike, when is all this Comic-Con crap happening? And by the way, can I... Oh, no, I can't say that. It's going to make you feel bad.
What? No, it won't make me feel bad. Go ahead.
If these are indeed the reveals, would you be less excited, like going to the show and doing all this stuff? Because I wouldn't want to go.
No, it's fucking Comic-Con. I'm not just going there to look at Arcade1Up. I mean, it's
No, you're going to be in
Comic-Con.
that booth all day, every day,
Yeah, like I
eight
was in
hours a
my own
day.
booth at the Cleveland Gaming Classic.
You're going to be in that booth, 900 live
I'm
streams.
gonna be outside smoking darts and looking at cosplay girls. You know that.
I miss smoking darts. I miss it. I miss it, but I'm happy I'm not doing it anymore. But goddamn, I miss it.
No, I am disappointed if these leaks turn out to be real because I really genuinely wanted to go into this not knowing, and I have people that consider themselves to be insiders that I talk to that I went out of my way telling me I don't want to know. I had companies trying to tell me what they were. I was like, I don't want to know. I genuinely did not want to know, didn't want to know until I got there. But I will also tell you, I am not the kind of person that holds in my disappointment very well. So I had a dream a little while ago that I went to Comic Con and I got there and they showed me the cabs and they all had like creative artwork. I was not very happy. So, hopefully it goes better than I'm anticipating.
Hey guys, what if, since Mystery Encoder doesn't live too far from me, what if me and Mystery Encoder take a road trip and crash Comic Con? What do you guys think? He's going to be there to look at the hacking and modding potential, and I'm going to be there just to shit all
How
over
are you
these
going to get in?
releases.
Have you ever have you ever looked at getting badges for Comic Con? How difficult it is?
Mike, they've probably heard of me.
Yeah. Do you remember? Do you remember when we were at iArcade?
No, I don't remember that story at all. Guys, it's been another fun episode of Super Game Room Dudes. We don't need to talk about what happened at some function
At
years ago.
iArcade.
And we could just end the show proper because I got stuff I want to do. We've hit our 1 hour and 18 minutes. You guys got stuff to do. Nobody cares about whatever silly story Mike wants to tell where somebody came up to me and said, "Are you Michael B. the Game Genie?" And it was it really wrecked my pride. And it actually hurt my feelings a little bit. We don't need to hear that story again. We don't need to hear that story again. Guys, go enjoy your weekend. It's going to be an interesting week next week. I'm sure everyone's going to be making 20 videos, except for me, about everything happening at Comic-Con. Hopefully it'll be fun for everybody because we need to have a little fun, don't we, guys? I mean, shit. The hobby's supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be so fucking end of the universe dramatic every day, all day. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, these are toys, guys. So enjoy your toys and don't worry about what everybody's doing. Also, it's my anniversary, P-Dubs, so I'm going to go have sex with my wife.
Good. I'm sure her watching P-Dubs on Super Game Room Dudes put her in the mood. Guys, if you enjoyed the show, give us a thumbs up on the way out. Thank you for subscribing. Big thoughts and prayers go out to Detroit Love and Mrs. Love. We hope she's doing okay, and we'll see her and him again real soon. Guys, it's the weekend, and we'll see you on the web.